The Full Circle with DC.
And a very, very, very good day, everyone. My name is DC. I am the host of The Full Circle, a podcast where we discuss music, linking each song to one another, with the last song linking to the first song, hence completing the full circle. I really hope you guys have been enjoying the sun, and I really hope when this show goes out, the sun is still out there. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit awkward. On this week's show, we're going to do 2 BuzzFeed features. One of them is a pub quiz. If you get a score of more than 8, apparently I have earned BuzzFeed's respect. I have not seen the question, so this could go horribly wrong, and I may come across as being a bit, not very clever. So that's one thing we're going to do. The other BuzzFeed thing we're going to do is, and no, this is not an advert for BuzzFeed. I'm not an affiliate of BuzzFeed. You can go on any other website or any other place that does quizzes or features or news articles. I just find their quizzes quite straightforward and I quite enjoy them. And the other thing that BuzzFeed are doing, and another thing that we're going to do, is we're going to, with summer almost on its way, we're going to make a summer playlist, and it's going to try and guess my first initial. And that's why I wanted to do this, because it didn't get my birth month right when we did the last BuzzFeed quiz. So we're going to try and do this summer playlist. Fingers crossed. And we're going to see if it can get my first initial. Fingers crossed. And obviously a full circle's coming, and the return of Abid's words of wisdom. The wise one is back, sharing his words of wisdom. As per usual, I've not heard the words of wisdom before, and I will hear them in real time and give my response when he shares his wise words, because they are always a delight, always a pleasure to hear Abid's words of wisdom. Thank you again so much to everyone that's listening, following, commenting. Please, if you haven't already, if you haven't seen on Instagram, I now have an official Full Circle page, Full Circle Podcast DC. Would really appreciate it if you guys are able to follow. No problem at all. I appreciate that. I've, probably been putting a lot of stories out, a lot of posts out about it. Going to get a lot more content on there as the Full Circle grows, as the Full Circle community grows, and really, really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much to everyone that's been listening on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, or watching on YouTube, all around the world. I see the stats and it's incredible. So thank you so much to everyone that's been doing this and been supportive. Thank you so much. So let's begin with the first song. So the first song I have chosen is by Sleep Token, and Sleep Token have recently released an album called Even in Arcadia, follow-up to their incredible Take Me Back to Eden. They are just smashing it at the moment. They are building up. They've been doing bigger and bigger shows, and they've been getting in the UK single charts in the top 10. They've been smashing the album charts. They've been doing such a great job. The first song by Sleep Token is from their new album. It's the title song. It's called Even in Arcadia, a really pretty piano piece, and I would check that song out. Really, really fun. Really, really good song. Check out the album. I think it's a decent album. I personally don't think it's as good as Take Me Back to Eden, but at the end of the day, we all have different opinions on music and different views. A lot of people really, really like this new album. A lot of different style, sound. That's Sleep Token. For those that don't know, they're a maths collective. They all wear maths. We don't know their identity. Lots of speculation. I think people have speculated that it might be Hozier or even Chris Martin. Of course, it's none of them, but they are very unique, and they make very, very good music, to the point where actually, because they're so unique and because their styles so different, they're almost a bit Marmitey, in the sense that some people really, really enjoy them, and some people really enjoy their music and just absolutely love them. And I think there's some other people that really struggle. Some people really struggle with the sort of music they make and the variety. And I think sometimes that can be difficult. If you make a similar style of music, it's very easy to get into for some people. If you make lots of different styles of music into one album, what's your target audience? I guess that's the theory there. But they are incredible. I did actually, on the Discover Weekly on Spotify, heard a song, and they were so badly. This band, I'm not going to name them, of course, but they were so badly trying to copy Sleep Token style, and it just didn't go down well at all. So they're very, they get imitated, and imitation is the best form of flattery. So fair play to them. And Sleep Token, even in Arcadia, is the first song that I have selected on the Full Circle this week. So check that one out. Really, really good song. So it is time for the first BuzzFeed quiz. This is the one I'm a little bit nervous about because I'm not actually that clever. I don't actually know general knowledge. Some people would say that I don't know much at all. And you know what? Fair play. I sometimes do pub quizzes and done okay, can get the odd question right, but this pub quiz, let's see how it goes. So for those of you that do pub quizzes, I'm sure you'll absolutely smash this, I assume. But this is BuzzFeed's pub quiz. If you can get over 8 on this general knowledge pub quiz, then you've earned my respect. So have I earned Benjamin Daratsoutsky's respect? Okay, here we go. First question. Category: film. The Bene Gesserit are an order of women that belong to which film/book? And the options are 2001: A Space Odyssey, Blade Runner, Gattaca, or Dune. No idea at all. The Bene Gesserit. Obviously, you guys can play at home at fun as well. Play along at home for fun as well. You can either just answer or go on the BuzzFeed website and answer the questions directly there, and let me know what score you get as well. The honest answer is I don't know. Let's have a think. So the Bene Gesserit, order of women that belong to which film? Blade Runner doesn't sound like Blade Runner to me, but I could be wrong. 2001: A Space Odyssey, potentially. Dune. I'd be split between Gattaca and Dune. This is really bad to say, I've not seen any of these films. Although it's also mentioned a book as well. I don't know. Some of these films from books and vice versa. This is so bad. Okay, Gattaca. Let's go for Gattaca. Let's see if I've got that right. No, it was Dune. 50-50. 50-50. Right, we're off to a bad start. We're off to a really bad start. Question number 2. In Reservoir Dogs, how many men team up to plot the bank robbery? 6, 7, 8, or 9? Man, again, that is another really difficult question. You can see why they say if you get more than 8, then you have their respect. I am worried. I am going to get 0. 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I don't know. This is not good at all. Okay, guess. Lucky 7. Although, actually, would it be an even number? Surely you need an even number. No, let's go for 7. Oh, it was 8. Of course, it was an even number. Oh, that is so frustrating. Question number 3. The film Foxcatcher features which sport? Hunting, wrestling, boxing, or horse riding? The obvious one is hunting? Foxcatcher? The only thing I do wonder is it horse riding? Because I know you can get horses' names similar to that. That's the only thing I wonder. I don't think it's wrestling. I don't think it's boxing. Let's go for horse riding. Oh, it was wrestling! Oh no! I've not heard of the film, and I didn't realise. Oh no! I have got 0 here so far. Okay. In Back to the Future, what time does lightning strike the clock tower? And the options are 11:59 p.m, 10:04 p.m, 12:30 a.m, or 9:15 p.m. Now, my instinct is 11:59 p.m. because I thought they were celebrating a new year, and I thought it was around that time when lightning struck and then the issues happened. I really hope I've got this right. Oh my goodness, I am not good at this. 10:04 p.m. Oh, this is not going well at all. This is not going well in the slightest. Oh my goodness. Okay, next question. It's a music one. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day, are the opening lyrics to which song? The options are Sweet Caroline, Working 9 to 5, Hotel California, or Proud Mary? Working 9 to 5? Surely. My goodness, I'm not doing well at all. Proud Mary's the answer. My goodness, this is just terrible. As of the 9th of May 2025, what is Rihanna's most streamed song on Spotify? Diamonds, Umbrella, Love the Way You Lie, or We Found Love? Surely it's Umbrella. Surely this has to be Umbrella. I cannot see this being anything else. It has to be Umbrella. Oh my goodness. We Found Love. We Found Love was the answer. This is embarrassing. Do you know what? I should have done this quiz before and just answered them and then answered them correctly all on the air. Would have seemed absolutely amazing. This is embarrassing. I've got 0 so far. What Was I Made For is a song by which artist? Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, or Olivia Rodrigo? I genuinely don't know. Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Olivia Rodrigo. What was I made for? Not for this quiz. That's certainly what I was not made for. Let's just go for Ariana Grande. Billie Eilish. Of course it is. Do you know what? I don't even know if I could do this quiz anymore. I really don't know if I can do this quiz anymore. Who did Eminem perform Stan with at the 2001 Grammy Awards? Dido, Britney Spears, Snoop Dogg, or Elton John? I think I know this one. I think it's Elton John. I really hope this is correct. I really, really hope this is correct. I really hope this is correct. Yes, it is Elton John. I've got one. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I play that Hallelujah clip, but it's probably copyrighted, so I can't do that. Okay, so this is geography. Which country has the most natural lakes? Finland, Canada, Russia, or the USA? My gut feeling is Canada, you know. That's my gut feeling. But it could be USA as well. Could be Finland. It could also be Russia. Russia is a massive country. Actually, is it Russia? Let's go for Russia. The answer was Canada. No, I should have thought with my gut feeling. That's so annoying. Which river flows through Paris? The River Seine, the Danube, the Rhine, or the Loire? I thought it was the Seine. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, excellent. That's good. So that's another one. 2. Which ocean is the Maldives located in? Arctic, Atlantic, Pacific, or Indian? Indian. Yes, another one correct. Come on. Finally, what country's flag is this? Oh no, so it's a picture, so apologies. Finally, which is not great either. So just to describe it, you've got green, black and yellow, and then a red triangle on the left-hand side. And then it's got that red triangle's got a star in the middle and a book and some guns and an axe, it looks like. And the options are Mozambique, Tanzania, Angola, and Namibia. I don't think that's Namibia. I think that's got blue. I think that's not Tanzania either. So I went to Tanzania in November. I don't remember the flag looking like that, but I'm probably going to be proved wrong, aren't I? I think it's Mozambique. Mozambique. Yes. Mozambique. I'll take that. 4 out of 12 in the end. I scored better than 20% of all other quiz takers. And they've responded with, oh, unlucky. I guess this week things just didn't go your way. Why do I keep subjecting myself to these quizzes? Always seems to just not go down well. Just seems to not go down well. Okay, how do we link from Sleep Token, even in Arcadia, to the next song? As I've mentioned earlier, Sleep Token have been smashing it. They've embarked on an arena tour last year, and they were supported by Bill Murray, spelt Bilmuri, not the actual Bill Murray. And the band were a great support act. They absolutely smashed it. And the song I would check out is a song called Too Late. So that is the next song. Bill Murray, Too Late. Really, really good song on the Full Circle. It is now time for a new feature. And this feature is called What If? So there's an app called What If? And there's some questions that it asks. And I'm going to answer some. I answer yes or no. And we can see if most people agree with me or not. What if Pokemon is for real, but all normal animals are extinct? Oh, but then I do enjoy Pokemon. There is no denying how much I enjoy Pokemon. That would be really good fun. But I just feel a bit bad. So basically, would you rather have a world of Pokemon at the moment or normal animals? I just realized this is like Would You Rather, isn't it? So I'll put the Would You Rather theme song in the background because this is essentially a variation of Would You Rather. This is What If? let's go for okay. So the answer is yes. I've got to say yes or no. What if Pokemon is for real, but all normal animals are extinct? I'm really sorry if this is going to upset some people, but I'm going to say yes. 40% said yes, and 60% said no. That's a good one. I quite like that one. That's a really, really good one. Okay, let's go to the next one. A little bit more it's still family friendly, but it's a little bit more it's a little bit more interesting. What if your wind, so the flatulence, is odorless, but they sound twice as loud? Essentially, are you okay with passing wind, breaking wind, flatulence being not smelly at all, but everyone's going to hear them? Well, I think the issue is that, the silent ones are the ones that are more odored, right? That's what I've thought. And if you do loud ones, and this is the thing, I guess if everyone knows that breaking wind is odor free, then it doesn't matter what it sounds like, right? It's just one of those. Although that said, isn't that the same as belching? You don't really burp in public either. I'm gonna say no. Yeah, 76% answered no as well. So I was in the majority that time. Just want to check. Being in a majority doesn't always mean you're right, but I think this one is up there. Okay, next one. What if you got to hang with any celebrity for a whole week, but paparazzi followed you around all week? Isn't that just the same as being a celebrity? Any celebrity. So yes, I mean, like, names that come to my mind. I mean, I'd love to hang with Mike Shinoda of Linkin Park. That'd be incredible. Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers. That'd be fun. I guess those would be the sort of things. Those are the sort of people I'd like to hang around with. I think, I would. If I got to hang with any celebrity for the whole week, I would do that. And 72% agree. I think that's completely fair. Okay, what if you get to know when and how you die, but you can't affect it in any way whatsoever? Bit of a morbid one, but I think it probably would be useful to know when you die, so then you can plan accordingly, do things that you might want to do, etc. I think the only issue with it is how. So you might be if you know how you're going to die, it might be a bit grim. I think most of us would want to know than not. So so I would say yes to that. I would want to know when and how I die, but I can't affect it. And 41% agree with me. So 59% would rather not know. Fair enough. That is a tricky one. There's no denying it. Okay, next one. What if you and everyone you know lives 100 youthful years longer, but you may never change socks or underwear? I can't change them, but can I still clean them? If I can just take them off and just clean them, even hand dry them and just wash them, then surely I can, right? But I think what they mean is I might never change socks or underwear. I mean, no, how? You're going to get diseased, right? If I'm just wearing the same socks and underwear, it's just going to smell. But all of us get to live 100 youthful years longer. I probably should take the hit, shouldn't I? I'll just have to let everyone know, look, it means I can't. In fact, I'll probably just ask everyone else. I'll probably do a public service announcement and be like, hello guys, I've been given this chance for all of us to live 100 youthful years longer, but I can't change my underwear and socks. Do you want me to do it? And I'd probably base it on that. I think people would probably say yes, if I'm being honest, and just put pegs on their noses. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to say yes for that reason. And only 27% agreed. So no. So the majority wouldn't do that. Okay, last one then. What if you could go 50 years into the future, but you die 20 years later? So that would mean I would go in my 80s and then I'd die when I'm 100. Well, no, it just means I'd just, so basically another 70 years. But then you've lost 50 years. No, that'd be sad. Because wouldn't that just mean I've lost no. Oh no, I can't do that. Oh, that's actually a really sad one to end on. Let's do a different one. I've said no. 81% have answered the same as me. Yeah. No. We can't end on that one. That's a sad one, I think. Okay, here's a more jovial one to end on. What if you could play the accordion, but you have to brag about it every day? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with playing the accordion? Why can't I brag about that? What's the issue? Definitely yes. Oh, 21% said yes. Why can't I just brag about the fact that I can play the accordion? Oh, I see what they mean. They probably just mean like, do you actually want to play the accordion every day? That's a good point. I don't really want to play the accordion every day. Okay, here we go. This is a good last one. What if a restaurant opened in your honor where you chose the menu and always got free food, but you may never eat at any other restaurant? If I chose the menu and I always got free food, I've got free food forever. Surely, yes. Surely, right? I mean, yes, the negatives are that's it, that's the only place you can eat, but it's free. Surely you got to say yes to that. 61% agreed. Yeah, I agree. I just can't see why not. Like, surely that's just what you have to do. Okay, so that was basically Would You Rather, wasn't it? Or, like a variation of Would You Rather of What If. Right, how do we get from Bill Murray, Too Late, to the next song? Abby and I saw Bill Murray at the O2 Kentish Town on the 1st of April 2025, April Fool's Day. And Bill Murray is certainly no fool. That was a really good show. The day after, we saw You Me at 6 at another London O2 venue, and that was at Brixton. So, You Me at 6, Mixed Emotions is the third song. Mixed Emotions for sure, because that was the last shows of You Me at 6. And it was Mixed Emotions indeed. I got into You Me at 6 when they made Cavalier Youth in 2014. Room to Breathe was such a good song. And then their most recent album was really, really, really good. I'd really check that one out. That was really, really fun. Really, really fun indeed. That was called Truth Decay, and that was their last album in the end. Their last album. And yeah, some really, really good songs. Mixed Emotions, probably one of my favorite songs on that album. A really, really good song. And it's sad. It's sad they've gone. We saw them at Wembley Arena the day after as well, because we wanted to see the bands that were supporting them as well. So Boston Manor and Holding Absence were supporting them on that day. And the day before that, the one at Brixton, it was the Blackout that was supporting You Me at 6, which is one of Abby's favourite bands. So that was really good. Check out Mixed Emotions by You Me at 6. Let me know what you think of that one. Right, let's give BuzzFeed a second chance then. So last time we tried to get them to guess my birthday month when we named some cake, and it didn't happen. Not cake, sorry, desserts. And they couldn't get it. They got it wrong. So now we're going to make a summer playlist with BuzzFeed, and they're going to guess my first initial. So obviously my name is DC. So D should be what they're getting. I think it looks like we pick one song out of the four. And obviously, if you guys want to give it a go, summer playlist quiz, and see if they can guess your initial as well. So pick a song. Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. I Like It by Cardi B, Bad Bunny and J Balvin. Love Shack by B-52s, and Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Raves. Walking on Sunshine, that's a tune. Walking on, yeah, I can't. I was almost going to sing the song, but then I would have probably got a copyright strike. So I'm not going to do that. Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. Let's go for that one. Okay, next question. Choose your fave. California Girls by Katy Perry featuring Snoop Dogg. Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. Jump by Van Halen. And What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction. I think that one is between California Girls and Jump. I think California Girls, just because of the time it was released, and yeah, it's a fun song. So let's go for that one. California Girls. Next one, make another selection. Despacito by Louis Fonsi. I'm a Believer by The Monkees. Malibu by Miley Cyrus. And Von Dutch by Charlie XCX. I think out of all of them is going to be Von Dutch. Now, Charlie XCX, my opinion of her, and this was almost going to be a DC Rant of the Week, but then I decided not to do it. But I'm going to say it now. Charlie XCX gone a little bit downhill with her Coachella antics, where I think she wore a thing at an after party, being like true headliner, or should have been the headliner or something like that. And I think that's just a bit petty. Green Day probably are more well known and probably do deserve that headliner slot more so than Charlie XCX. And I thought it was a little bit up herself, if I'm being honest. And that's at the end of the day, that's their decision. And I guess me talking about it probably is part of the thing, probably what they want as well. They do it on purpose to garner a reaction, but I think it's actually better. What's better to talk about is Trey Cool, the drummer of Green Day's reaction, where he wore one saying "true headliner of Coachella." So that was great. I am going to save One Dutch by Charlie XCX out of those 4 songs because I can't stand Despacito. I don't know Malibu, and I'm a Believer. It's okay. It's a bit old, like, a bit of an older song. So yeah. Okay, next one. Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift, Good Times by Chic, Island in the Sun by Weezer, or Starships by Nicki Minaj. It's between Island in the Sun and Starships, but Starships just a banger, isn't it? So let's go for Starships by Nicki Minaj. Okay, next one. Escape, the Pina Colada Song by Rupert Holmes. Hot Girl Summer by Megan Thee Stallion. Lovely Day by Bill Rivers. There's a reason why I did a little giggle about that. And I'm not going to say it on the air, but people that know me will know why I giggled with Lovely Day by Bill Rivers. And the last one is Summer of 69 by Bryan Adams. And I think just for that reason alone, I am going to go for Lovely Day by Bill Rivers. Which song do you prefer? Copacabana by Barry Manilow, Hot in Here by Nelly, Like a Virgin by Madonna, and Summertime by Sam Cooke. Hot in Here is just a tune, innit? Gotta go for Hot in Here. Okay, next 4 songs to choose from. Girl on Film by Duran Duran, I Love It by Iconopop featuring Charlie XCX, Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett, Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles. That Watermelon Sugar is a really, really good song, so I'm going to go for that. Okay, one last song. Cool for the Summer by Demi Lovato, Here Comes the Sun by The Beatles, Lean On by DJ Snake and Major Lazer, and We Built This City by Starship. Lean On, really, really good song, really fun song. So let's go for that. Okay, before I click it, because it will then reveal it, have they got my initials right? I really hope so. Let's see. Oh, it's one of those again. It's one of those where they give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you got 7. So 7 out of 26. So that gives you roughly a 1 in 3 to 1 in 4 chance. And the letters they chose were C, E, I, O, S, U, or Z. Not a D. Not a D. My goodness. They couldn't get the D. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, it is what it is. I'm gonna, whenever I do solo shows, I'm gonna keep on trying to do this where they eventually get one. And then I'll stop. Because I just feel like we're gonna see how many goes it takes for BuzzFeed to actually get something right. Okay, right. How do we get from You Me at 6 Mixed Emotions to the next song? And it's quite apt, actually, that we've just done a summer playlist quiz. Another scheduled gig at the O2 Brixton that Abby and I are gonna see is Will Smith. And the song I've chosen is the classic Summertime. Absolutely incredible song. Just so nostalgic. That would be on my summer playlist. How was that not even a choice? That would 100% be on the summer playlist. Just check out that tune. Get summer going. Will Smith, Summertime. Right. It is time for Abid's Words of Wisdom. So for those of you that do not know or don't remember from the first show or haven't listened, Abid Mushtaq, a really good friend of mine. We've known each other for years and he has always said these nuggets, these phrases, and they're absolutely incredible. And when the Full Circle was on the radio show, when it was on Facebook, he would always delight us with his Full Circle words. And I am very pleased to announce that he has shared some new words of wisdom for us all. I have yet to hear it, so I play it and I hear it live, and then I react to it and sort of give my feedback, see what I think. Do I agree? I mean, 99 times out of 100, I do agree with his wise words because he really, really speaks the truth. He gives really good advice. They are so wise. It is just incredible how he does it every time. So I cannot wait to hear his words of wisdom, and I'm going to play it for you right now.
Always wear sun cream when it's sunny.
Oh, wow. Let's hear that one more time.
Always wear sun cream when it's sunny.
Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Keeping with the sun theme, keeping with summer. Always wear sun cream when it is sunny. Simple. That is so simple, but that is just so well said as well. When we go out and we see the sun, we might just forget to put that sun cream on. we might forget to put it on our face, on our neck, on our body, especially where it's not exposed. And especially where it is exposed, I want to repeat that because I don't want people to think I am saying this incorrectly. Abid's words are so important. It reduces the risk of skin cancer. It is a serious message. What I read somewhere the other day on Twitter that there was a tweet going around that they wrote, it's not the sun that causes skin cancer, it's the sun cream. And I'm putting it out there right now. That is absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. And if anyone hears this that actually thinks that's true, have a conversation with me. I'm happy to have a conversation and we can talk about it on the Full Circle, because that is not true at all. And I'm happy to debunk these things that are not fact. Anyway, let's go back to Abid's words of wisdom. Always wear sun cream when the sun is out, and that is so true, so true. And I completely agree. When the sun is out, wear sun cream. I mean, I don't really think there's much more for me to say about that one because it's just so to the point, so wise. And again, Abid Mushtaq has smashed it out the park with his words of wisdom. An absolute saviour. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so blessed to have Abid Mushtaq in my life. So blessed to have Abid. And so are we, the Full Circle Nation. We are blessed to have Abid in our life, giving away his words of wisdom for free. He doesn't ask for any money. These words of wisdom, he could go on tour and he could sell these. He could just do a good hour, maybe even 2 hours of just some words of wisdom. And I expect after every word of wisdom for people to stand up and just give him a standing ovation. Genuinely, that's what I would expect. So thank you so much, Abid, for your words of wisdom. We are so appreciative of them. Thank you so much. Right, how do we get from Will Smith's Summertime to the last song? Now, this was a bit of a tenuous link, I'm not going to lie. Will Smith won Favourite Movie Actor in the 2006 Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. And the favourite music group was won by Green Day. And the song I've chosen by Green Day is the classic Know Your Enemy. Really, really good song, taken from 21st Century Breakdown, the album after American Idiot, which just shot them into, they already had a massive fan base and a massive following and were already like big, but American Idiot just shot them into just a new dimension. Incredible. And Know Your Enemy picked up where the album left off because it was the first single after the release of American Idiot for 21st Century Breakdown. So check that song out and hopefully you'll just feel a bit nostalgic remembering that song. Or for new listeners, check that song out if you haven't heard that song before. Hope you enjoy it. So how does Green Day Know Your Enemy link to the first song, which was Sleep Token, Even in Arcadia? Green Day are headlining Download 2025 as our Sleep Token, hence completing the Full Circle. Thank you so much to everyone that's listened to the show this week and been listening for the last few weeks and just been enjoying the Full Circle content. I really appreciate it. We'll have guests over the weeks. I don't mind doing this by myself. I'm more than happy to have guests on. I hope you enjoy both formats, whether it's by myself or with guests. Thank you again so much to everyone that's been following, listening, commenting. I really hope you enjoy the content. And please do give feedback, positive, negative, neutral. Just give feedback. I will take it on board. I really will. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate the support. There's only just one more thing to say, isn't there? There's only one more thing left to say. Just remember this. Stay safe. Don't eat beef.